Almost every single day now, Europe seems to be engulfed in deep crisis. Lately, most of the European nations have been witnessing massive protests on several issues. This time, it was turn of France. Just 2 days back, thousands and thousands of angry French protesters gathered in the French capital in what was termed as a replay of the Yellow Vest protests. These demonstrations reminded not only just of the Yellow Vest protests, but also bore a striking resemblance to the issues plaguing entire Europe currently. Today, in this video, we take a quick look at what exactly is happening in France and why are French citizens so livid with their government. But before that, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to One India. In a nutshell, the grievances of French are almost similar to what citizens of other European nations are griping about. First, rise in the cost of living. Second, unprecedented inflation across the entire Eurozone. Third, rapid disillusionment with the military alliance NATO. Fourth, and perhaps this is most crucial, getting caught in the crossfire of the Russia-Ukraine war. The only thing different about the French protests is the strike by the refinery workers that has choked the entire supply of fuels across the country. This has led to more increase in prices of already high-priced oils and gas. Anger and resentment among the general public had been growing for a while, and perhaps the bubble seems to have been burst now. But how exactly is a war being fought thousands of kilometers away affecting these European nations? Well, there is one simple way to put it across, and that is this. The Russia-Ukraine conflict is affecting the supply of oil and natural gas to entire Europe. The entire Europe relies very heavily on Russian supply of oil and natural gas to keep their essential infrastructures up and running. Due to the war, Russia has already cut down the supply by significant proportions. And for Europe, there are simply no other viable alternatives, at least for the time being, when it comes to oil and natural gas. So, simply put, the cost that Europe is paying for being a collateral in Russia-Ukraine war is much more than what even the Ukraine has already been paying. Furthermore, the strike by the refinery workers in France have also stoked the anger and has made resentment more widespread. The strike has left more than 30% of French gasoline stations with supply shortages. Long lines had formed at stations that had gasoline and diesel, and prices rose very sharply. France has also released fuel from stockpiles onto the market and has imported large quantities from refineries in Belgium. But those measures have not prevented the crisis from further deepening. And where does NATO fit into all this? NATO becomes an interesting part in this jigsaw puzzle. Today, a significant chunk of the citizens of several European nations believe that they are paying a very steep price for being a member of NATO and for siding with USA against Russia. They feel sanctions imposed by NATO against Russia, the military showboating that the organization has been indulging in, and the hawkish, warmongering leaders have had a very negative effect on the common lives of people. People feel the siding of their government with NATO and USA have been costing them immensely, and that is the reason why anti-NATO protests have been gripping Europe. NATO's continuous sanctions against Russia have fired back, at least for the common people who are now feeling the pinch of this alliance. Also, the recent sabotage and the subsequent inoperability of Nord Stream 2 pipeline has aggravated the oil crisis. Russia already had decreased supply from Nord Stream 1 long time back. Europe, this time, is slated to be in the grips of severe winter, and the continual dwindling supply is likely to make the winter more harsh for Europe. Besides, more than half of France's 56 nuclear reactors are offline because of corrosion discovered on pipes, raising fears the country could face electricity shortages this winter. The entire Eurozone is already battling severe inflation, and France is not immune to it. Prices of essentials have been soaring, the cost of living has also gone up, and employment prospects are also very low. This was all you needed to know about the protest that is taking place in France. We certainly hope you would like this new video. Thank you so much for watching.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.